Commissioner McPhee.
Yes, thank you. I have to say, I went to the FDOT meeting. I guess you could sit down because that's not a question for you. I went to the FDOT meeting at the library, and I have to tell you, I wasn't impressed. I left there with a lot of questions. I got into my car, wrote an email to our city manager, very concerned, and that's why we're here where we are now. And in that email, I also requested these stats. Was not easy getting these stats. I was given the stats of the cities that I requested them for. Well, now I'm looking at them, and you're here, and you're stating that you don't have the stats completely broken down for park and rides, and that, honestly, is shame on FDOT for not having these stats on specifically the park and rides. So I am going to use the stats that I've been given and that I've asked for over and over again. Davie Park and Ride, Capias, identity theft, possession of cocaine, Baker Act theft, possession of stolen vehicles, fraud, theft, Miramar, accident of hit and run, battery on an officer, burglary, theft, auto, battery, simple, criminal mischief, domestic disturbance, fraud, information, theft, lost property, property damage, suspicious incident, shots fired, theft auto, tag decal, theft grand, theft petty, theft auto, trespass, hit and run, accident minor, accident with injuries, traffic stops, reckless driver, traffic parking, drunk driver, stolen tag, stolen vehicles, suspicious incident, suspicious person, suspicious vehicles, misdemeanor warrant, disturbance nuisance, disturbance noise, larceny, assault, suicide, shooting, fight, domestic disturbance, vandalism, and trespass. With that said, the FDOT representative that actually stood up and said something about cyclists and pedestrians, I hope that when you said that, you were mistaken on saying that there would be availability for cyclists to get there or people to walk there, because you came here not knowing Weston to say that. I mean, we have so many issues in Weston between vehicles and cars and accidents. In addition, concerns about, and it was the last speaker that finally got up and brought up the fact of our children and taken away any officer from protecting our children and our families at any time. I have this on a list of mine, so it got all the way down to the last speaker. I was kind of surprised. But the cost of the City of Weston BSO security for this park and ride, landscaping costs, any crime will add to our crime stats, any crime will take away from the health and safety of our children and our families. Let's see, unreliable figures and data that I received from FDOT, odd time frames for service, and the process that was followed was not transparent enough for our residents. And with all of those comments, I move to rescind the support of this park and ride.
Is there a second to the motion?
There's a second to that motion.
Seconded by Commissioner Coleman. Commissioner McPhee, you're the maker of the motion. Any further discussion?
No further discussion, Mr. Mayor.
Anybody else? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Molina-Macfie.
Yes.
Commissioner Jaffe.
Yes.
Commissioner Coleman.
Yes.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Mayor Sturmer.
Yes.